Hi and welcome to Debunk File. My name is Sep and today we are again going to be talking about the infamous Ryoma. And before this video starts, make sure to follow our Instagram at DebunkFile and our Twitter at TrueGIF. And make sure to definitely check out our Patreon to help support the channel at DebunkFile. Even $1 really helps. And last but not least, our Discord at DebunkFile. It's the best way to be in the community and talk with us directly. Now, back to the video. We covered Ryoma a few months ago and thought we had a good understanding of the actual story, but once Jif got into Ryoma's livestream, we found out how wrong we actually were. Many questions were asked as the livestream was a Q&A, and I'm going to go over the most important and integral questions and answers we received. The most important question: who or what is Ryoma? Well, we got an official answer for that. Ryoma is part of a company called Yamaguchi Lillywhite Corporation. Ryoma released 2 videos after we made our video on them, and one of them was named Lillywhite, so I'm assuming this is what that meant. Ryoma explains that the organization is, and I quote, an organization dedicated for the purpose of capture, analysis, justice, and progression in the field of humanity. When Jif had first sent me the screenshot, shivers went down my memory chip. What could this mean? Capture meaning kidnap definitely, but analysis on what? Justice for who? And it says for humanity, so it must have something to do with human experimentation of some sorts. Ryoma also goes on to confirm that they in fact work for the organization and are the founder of the organization. Their name is Yamaguchi Ryoma, so me calling them that is correct. That actually is their name and not just their YouTube profile handle. Jif asked Ryoma what their videos are actually about, and about how there was someone burning in their videos, whom we call Jack, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Jif suggests it's about a sacrifice, but Ryoma indeed retorts with the creepiest answer possible. We do not take responsibility for the injuries caused by the workers of Yamaguchi Lillywhite Corporation. So it seems our pal Machete Man, in fact, is an employee of Ryoma's, making this all the more unsettling. Ryoma also explains how the burning cross was not actually relevant to the company, and it seems that our Machete Man was just a sick dude trying to earn his keep. Another strange thing about Ryoma is their profile picture. Once it was only black, but now it is a strange black and white, undead looking face. Well, someone in the live was wondering the exact same thing we were. Who is it in the picture? Well, Ryoma was happy to let us know that the identity of the face will remain anonymous until further notice, and after backwards image searching said image, we found nothing. After going through a few questions, it's easy to notice most people want the truth, and Ryoma is not keen on providing us with any, only giving vague, skin-crawling answers. Jif asked a major question: who was the child that had died or went missing in the last video? We theorized it was Machete Man's daughter, but Ryoma confirms something huge. They have a daughter and that she might be dead. So is it safe to say that Machete Man is actually Yamaguchi Ryoma? I wouldn't say that just yet, but these questions will reveal more. One of the strangest videos on Ryoma is Toma Song, which really stumped us in the previous video. Ryoma helps us out once again by revealing that Toma was a boy that they worked alongside. Work being past tense. Did he leave? Did he die? I feel like a corporation as secretive and reclusive as Yamaguchi Lillywhite wouldn't just let an employee or a helper just go. I have a reach theory that Toma might actually be Jack, and Machete Man is Ryoma. Toma escaped the organization, and Ryoma went after him, but again, this is just a reach theory that holds only little evidence. Of course, Ryoma was bombarded with questions after questions about Jack, with no answers at all. Someone in the chat decided to ask if Jack spelled J*CK to see if the word was in fact block, and Ryoma said, "Don't mention that, I will not elaborate." No, in the screenshots I have it doesn't show how this question came up, but Ryoma talks about people called Nightwalkers, who according to them were early employees of Yamaguchi Lillywhite. Jif of course questioned what these Nightwalkers did, and Ryoma again with the freakiest answer ever, lets us know they were selected, and they were also handlers of some kind. Maybe they handled the experiments or like the after effects of the humans. Also, selected makes it seem even worse, like they themselves were taken by Yamaguchi Lillywhite and brainwashed to do their own work. One of the stranger and earliest videos on Ryoma is called Chair Art Demonstration, and when Jif asked about that, you can count on Ryoma to give us another half answer. It portrays a holding cell out of use. God, I can only imagine the poor guy who had to suffer in there when it was in use. Very exciting announcement was also another very puzzling video with all sorts of distorted audio that was very hard to make out. When asked about this video in particular, Ryoma explains it was their dying father explaining the state of their channel, and apparently he died shortly after. When Jiff asked what he said specifically, all that was said was, exciting things. 045 The House was a rather mundane video compared to Ryoma's others, but that didn't stop it from being brought up. Someone asked for an explanation, and Ryoma let us know it's footage from someone that was trying to find them. I think it's strange to know that there are people who know it exists and seemingly want it to stop as well. Of course, we were brought up. Not just as actually being there, but a fan brought us up. Thank you at Anorak Trend. They asked if they had seen our original Ryoma video, and Ryoma said yes, they had seen we had left a comment, so I'm not too sure if they've seen it, but they do know we exist and that we are very interested in the Yamaguchi Lily-White Corporation. A question about why the livestream was being held was brought up. A great question that should have been asked earlier in my opinion. Ryoma says they realize they have fans and want to answer and interact with fans is beneficial, but it seems they don't want to give away too much in case to alert anyone that might not want their company still functional. The gateway was the weird link to those strange comments. What's it like down there? Which after all held no meaning and was just someone playing around. The gateway in question was a video about a strange underground basement thing with graffiti and rust everywhere. When asked about this video in question, Ryoma talked very openly and nonchalant with this one specifically. Ryoma said the gateway was where they had done many overseas operations. Overseas where? Yamaguchi Lily-White lies in Japan, so overseas could mean anywhere, but the most chilling part comes from this expansion on the first answer. I cannot disclose the details of the experiments conducted in the gateway, the activities that took place, or the parent company of my current organization. So first of all, the human experiment mini-theory was correct. Second, the activities. Did more go on in the gateway than other experiments? And third of all, parent company. So there's a whole other company related to Yamaguchi Lily-White, and that holds the same work and values. God, and I thought one was an unsettling thought. Something obvious with all this experiments and kidnap that you would figure people were being harmed, but a question, have you ever hurt someone as part of your job? And of course, Ryoma gives a Ryoma signature answer. Pain is a necessary part of humanity, and is always involved in the safety of others. Gives me the chills every time. I mean, I guess it was figured that harmful stuff does go on, but the way it was worded, and almost justified, is just scary. See Him was the video with who we thought was Machete Man with a sack over his head, and when Jiff asked about who it actually was, Ryoma let us know that whomever it is isn't relevant anymore, and that they got rid of him. So the characters that we made up for this, like Jack and Machete Man, are starting to fall apart, and the mystery is just getting harder and harder to figure out now that we have more information, something only Ryoma could do. A great question was, why does Yamaguchi Lily-White Corporation do what it does? Well, according to Ryoma, we are the advancement of what is achievable by the human body. Its form is limited. We believe it can be altered with other human bodies. So basically Ryoma is performing human centipede type experiments and like mixing humans with other humans to enhance them, and God, the more we uncover, the freakier it gets. So that's all that was important in the screenshots of the Ryoma livestream. This live left more questions than we got answers, and hopefully we can piece together all of it and eventually make a final Ryoma video and debunk it once and for all, but it'll take some time for us to figure it all out. Ryoma is still undetermined and might even be a mystery. It's getting more confusing, but we will get to the bottom of the Yamaguchi Lily-White Corporation. My name is Seb from Debunk File. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.